people like you guys motivates me. That's being affiliate now. Has motivated me to even push harder, push to become a streamer, just to push. You know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Welcome back to myself too. Welcome on in, Wolf. Welcome on in, Roundtable Gaming. And whoever else out there in Radio Land. Wow. What a long vacation I had. Went to 2 church camps. Had a spiritual awakening. You know, if you've ever been to church. Yeah. Wow. We are back, and we tried to go live when we were gone, and basically we weren't able to. I didn't have any portable internet. The only internet I had was my phone data. It was really awful. It was awful when I was in Oklahoma, and also awful when I went to Alabama. I went to 2 states, Oklahoma and Alabama. But the trip in Alabama at the church camp really ended abruptly. Some crappy, excuse my language. Some really messed up stuff. I don't know if I should share it with you, but well, it messed up our end of our vacation really badly, and I told you about it, Roundtable. I think you remember me telling you about it. But we're live here on YouTube and also live on Twitch. Very late night stream, but I wanted to go live because I haven't been here in a while on a regular stream, besides trying to stream on my Android. So, welcome on in, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all have to bear with me. I've been having really high blood pressure lately, and I've been trying to figure out stuff. I drink this beet juice for it, so that's very good. I mean, it tastes very good, but it helps. But I'm having some kind of whatever in my head right now. But try my very best. We're going to try something new tonight. Bible game. Anybody religious? If you're not, understand. I'm not trying to push it on you. I'm not trying to put religion on you. I just wanted to try this out. Something different. Like I said, I had a spiritual awakening when I was gone. Yeah, I did tell you around table what happened. Yeah, basically, if you like to hear about it, my mother had when we were on vacation, she had a little girl. Basically, she took care of, and she got permission from her guardian to take care of her. And then these people yelled at her, said, "If you take that little girl to the room, call the police." And being a church camp, they got dorms and whatnot, cabins, and so treated her like she was some kind of criminal. Told her she had to leave, and since she was my ride, I had to go with her. So we missed the 2 last days of it for that camp. It was awful, but really depressing, really absurd. But it is what it is. So is what it is. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Don't you think that was absurd? She had permission by the guardian, and then they're going to treat her like that. And then, the moderator of the church camp was saying, well, because of because of your past actions and present actions, we don't want you on this camp. It's like, really, really messed up. So that's, our end of vacation was abruptly ended, but we had a good one until up to that point. It was good. But, so Oh, thinking about maybe going to some more of those, but I don't know for sure. Because of financial wise and all that costs money. So a lot of those places like that cost money. So church camps like that. So, but yeah, we're gonna try something new tonight, guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to push religion on you, but this is a video game, and if you like to watch, you like to tell me what you think about it. And yes, the category is on Twitch, so I think there's like 80-something followers of it, of the category. But let me know what you think, and like, it's a really cheap game. I actually bought it. It's $1 something. I think it's a short game, but I don't know, depending how long. I don't know, it might be unless I die, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get this booted. Let's get this going here. I'm gonna boot up my Shadow Cloud Gaming. I think I should have some more juice in my game controller, some more battery power. If not, I'll have to plug it in. Da, 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 da. Well, a long startup again. See if people get in here, being also the first real show in a while. See if people get on here, and also the posting to social media, doing some stuff. So a long startup. Sorry about that. Okay, booting it up now. I'm just looking forward to this game. Now they actually got another one coming out. I thought it came out, but I don't think it's come out yet. But I don't know. It's kind of I don't know for sure. Being religious might be more of blasphemous. So it's the one called I'm Jesus, but I don't know about sure about that. But now the one I had played a demo of it how many months ago. Was called One Day. No, what was it? One Day. I can't remember the name of that. Well, it's based on Jesus too, so yeah. But this one's just something else. It's not on the life of Jesus, so yeah, this is something new for my channel, guys. And I'm not trying to press religion on you. Just something to say it is a video game. You know, if anybody is curious in the Bible and have never read it, or, you know, have never went to church, just still curious about it, well, this video game will be for you. So it'll be something new. We have never done anything kind of more religious. I think the only thing I've really done religious wise with the video games was like it's Chronicles of Narnia. I don't know if you ever heard of that. There is a movie of it that is a Christian based video game. I played that one of those little games. I think around Christmas time. How many years ago? So that's the only one I really played. Was a Christian based video game. All right, bear with me here, guys. I'm pulling this screen up here. I'll tell you about that one I was telling you about. I played a demo of it how many months ago? It could have been, I think it may have been last year. Yeah, 1-0, I think, yeah. 1-0 was the name. Yeah, that's based on Jesus. Now that one, I don't know for sure. I wanted to look up into more. It might be more of, with me as a religious person to go to, gone to church in the past. I don't know for sure if that one's more blasphemous. I don't know if you know what blasphemous is, but kind of portraying Jesus in a certain way. But I have to see about that one. I think it might be okay. Or 0-1 or 1-0, something like that. It might have been 0-1. Let me see. I think it's 0-1. Gate 0. It's gate 0. Not the other tiles. Gate 0. Bayonetta. I think I've heard it. I'm not looking more into that. Bayonetta? Did it just come out? You have to see more into that. Or think more and see if I decide to play that or not. Some games I'm thinking about really not really be playing anymore or not playing. One's kind of like based on has devil in it and all that. It's like just well, it's not. I don't really want to be doing all that. Being religious and that. Well, unless I'm getting rid of the enemies, but it's just it's got a bad kind of vibe to it.
name's Jonathan Kendrick. I'm chairman and co-founder of Rocket Games, and I'd like to introduce you to a marvelous new thing that we've done based on the Bible. We were very interested as a company to sort of get the Bible out to the people more. So what we've done over 6 hours of content of every major story of the Hebrew Scriptures, the Old Testament, and we've gamified it. We've built it so each major story has a game attached to it, so that the kids, your children, can now enjoy good, wholesome family Bible stories without having to read the Bible. They can actually experience it in an animated form and then play the games related to it. We want to do the New Testament or the Christian Greek Scriptures next. So all of the proceeds that we have from this Bible game, we're going to use to make a New Testament story, all of the good stories of the New Testament, and then we'll gamify that in a really family-friendly way.
A few extra things that I want to talk about. By the way, my name is Mike Soto. I'm the CEO for Rocket Studios and the head director for this game. Things that we want to make sure that you know. This is not a replacement for the Bible. This is to really spark the interest and continue to help be a fisher of men, as Jesus calls us to do later on in the New Testament. So very important that we understand that, and very excited to talk about, again, what was just spoken about, that we are going to invest every penny of proceeds that we've made from this game into developing the New Testament video game, which is going to be more of a AAA game, developed completely in the Unreal Engine, and something that's super near and dear to our hearts. So we're very excited to get started on that project right away. Also know that there will be more updates coming out consistently every month for Adventures of the Old Testament. That is also going to include more levels, more episodes, different types of gameplay, including an open world gameplay where people can really start to build community, have fun playing together. So super excited and hope you enjoy the game. Thanks.
Okay, what do y'all think about from the creators? What do y'all think about that? Okay, one second. I was looking at my audio here. Oh yeah, they probably are. Yeah. Is the game loud enough? Is it loud enough for you guys? Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. So people may not do Bible, go to church, you know, playing a game. They might do it. That's the only way they will interact. Okay, it's good. It's loud enough. Only $1 and something. And it wasn't that much at all. They're not out for the money. They probably just need the money to create stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the screen over here. Now, I may not be able to play with controller, but we'll figure it out. Because I don't have a good setup. I just got this one mouse here. Uh, did that just freeze up on me? I think the game just froze. It says this game does not support controller. Controller settings. Oh, okay. Using the game's built-in support for controllers. Let's see. This game has built-in controller support. Oh, so emulates that. The uh Okay, I got to see. Okay. Press this button to read summary of the story you're on. Press this button to watch the animated episode of the story. Press this button to play the level. Okay. What was that again? Nickelodeon sandwich. We don't understand shame, serpent and arms like you're talking to me, but providing how it looks so it can prevent fruit. So that's what the Bible gives us the activity spirits. That was good for food. Okay.
In the beginning, there was God and nothing else. The Spirit of God traveled through the abyss. Then God exclaimed,
"Let there be light."
On the second day, God pulled the moisture from the waters of the nothingness to create the clouds and the blue skies above and the ripples of the waters below. And God said,
"The skies shall be called heaven."
On the third day, God said,
"Let the gathering waters below the heavens be named the sea, and the dry land shall be named earth."
With God's command, the seeds of his creation spread across the earth, blossoming into grass, flowers, and trees bearing fruit. The flourishing earth was beautiful, and God saw that his creation was good. And on the fourth day, God molded the sun, moon, and stars, and placed them in the heavens to illuminate the earth. And the days, seasons, and years began as God divided the day from night. On the fifth day, God created living creatures, saying,
"Let the waters, seas, and rivers be filled with an abundance of life, great whales and fish of every type, and let birds of every kind fly high above the earth."
God blessed the life below, and saw that his creations were good. The sixth day came, and God said,
Let the earth bring forth the living creatures.
And the earth was filled with all kinds of animals, untamed ones, docile ones, and ones that crawled on the earth.
One second here. Make this one screen smaller so there's a little lag here. Mhm. Okay. Do I have that option? Let me see. Is this something about? I think it was like an emulator on Steam Input, or what do they called that? Gamepad as a mouse. Okay. WASD movement case. Okay. It is working with the controller, but why is it moving around? Okay, I don't know why it's twisting around. Like, do I need to disconnect my controller or what the fuck?
in the beginning, there
I have no clue why that's doing that. Could be this. Let me see. Okay, I think there's more trouble than it's worth at the moment. Let's see. Hey, maybe I gotta. Oh, 1 second. Man, I gotta plug it in USB. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I gotta look at something. Wonder why this is doing this. Which I don't know why it's spinning around. Let me see, even without my controller. Okay, let me see if I can find something on Steam about this. Anybody had any issues? Oh no, I don't see anything about it. I'm gonna start this in this other way. Okay, it's working now. So all it took for me is big picture mode on Steam. Okay. Oh, cool. That's neat. I'm doing good. Just took a vacation. I'm back. Trying something new on our stream here. Archaeologists have found over 25,000 handwritten copies of the Bible to prove the modern Bible apple with the Bible does not mention it. It states fruit is good for the food and pleasing to the eye. Huh. Okay. So locate the beams and find the fruits. Locate the beams. Find the fruits. Huh. Like light beams? You're trying to tell me. Okay, I need to change my sensitivity. Yes, it's sensitive like this. Graphics are pretty good for $1 something game. Ooh. Locate the beams. I just saw some fruit on that tree. Yeah, I gotta get used to this. There's gotta be a way I can fix the... Oh, it's too sensitive, that's what it was. Put it maybe right here. What beams? Where is the beams? Tell me beams. Okay, that's out of the map. There's fruit up there, but how do I get to that? Oh, is it this way? Oh, the beams. Okay, I found one. I don't know what I was doing. I was looking at the map. Okay, this way. I see one over there. Why are you doing that, Eve? You're not supposed to be doing that. What do you think about this so far, Roundtable or Hero? What do y'all think about this game so far?
The leaves began to move, and Satan, in the form of a serpent, appeared from the branches and enticed Eve.
So, God told you not to eat this fruit?
Oh, yes. God said that if we eat or touch it, we will die.
Oh, you will not die. This fruit will give you knowledge and make you wise, like God himself.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with you, you son of a... Find Adam. Adam, you want some of this? Adam, hello? No, you want it. Take it.
Forbidden fruit affected Adam and Eve much differently than the serpent had promised. Suddenly, their innocence was taken from them for failing to obey God.
Adam, we have no wisdom. We are only sinful and nude.
What have we done? We must cover ourselves and hide.
As Adam and Eve hurried to gather leaves to cover themselves, God suddenly appeared before them.
Why did you eat the forbidden fruit that I commanded you not to touch?
The woman you created for me took a bite and gave it to me.
And the serpent you created deceived me and promised that it would cause us no harm.
Because you defied me, you are banned from the Garden of Eden. From now on, your survival will depend upon your own hard work.
God provided them with animal skins for clothing and banished Adam and Eve from the garden. As they walked away, Adam and Eve turned to take one last glimpse at the beautiful garden. Suddenly, a flaming sword appeared and blocked the entrance to Eden.
We will never be able to enter the garden again.
Adam, what are we gonna do? And where are we going to go?
The perfect bond between God and his beloved Adam and Eve was shattered. Now, with nothing but their knowledge and shame, they had to find a way to create a new life. However, God, with all his wisdom, had planned a salvation for his creation.
One day I shall send a savior for your redemption.
We're gonna this one we watch. Okay. Well, if it's gonna play cutscene. Okay. Read it, but what about watching it? Oh, maybe the game's broke. Oh no. I'm gonna reload the games. What I'm gonna do? Reload it. Come on. Must be broke. Oh, just read it. Adam named his wife Eve because she was the mother of all living beings. She had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. Abel was a shepherd, but Cain was a farmer. One day, Cain brought, as an offering to Jehovah, some fruit and grain that he had grown. He brought some of the best animals of his flock and sacrificed their fat pieces. Jehovah was pleased with Abel's offering, but Cain's offering did not please him. This made Cain very angry, and his face showed it. So Jehovah said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why do you scowl? If you do what is right and good, will not your offering be accepted? But if you do wrong, sin crouches like a wild beast at the door, and the desire to sin will overcome you, but you should master it." Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let us go into the field." While they were in the field, Cain struck his brother Abel and killed him. When Jehovah said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain answered, "I did not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" It looks like they're kind of straying from the Bible there. Y'all may get the picture. So it said, "What have you done? Hark, your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground. Even now you're condemned by the very ground that is open to receive your brother's blood from your hand. Whenever you till the ground, shall no longer yield to your strength. You shall be a tramp and a wanderer of the earth." And Cain said to Jehovah, "My punishment is more than I can bear. See, thou hast driven me out today from this land, and I shall no longer be able to worship thee. I shall become a tramp and wanderer on the earth. Whoever finds me will kill me." But Jehovah said to him, "If anyone kills you, he shall be punished sevenfold." So Jehovah placed a mark on Cain to keep anyone who found him from killing him. And Cain went out from Jehovah's presence and lived as a wanderer away from Eden. Yeah, it's broke. Okay, hopefully this is not broke.
As time passed and generations grew, the earth became full of sinful people who lied, cheated, and murdered. People refused to worship God, but instead idolized the sun, moon, stars, and statues built by men. But one man stayed true to his faith. Noah looked down from the hilltop at the sinful people and prayed to God.
"God, how long will all this evil sin continue? Please help us all."
One night, as Noah prayed, God spoke to him.
"Noah, I'm sorry that I created these corrupt humans. I am pleased that you have been faithful. I want you to build an ark for you and your family. I am going to flood the earth and destroy the dishonest and cruel people of this world. Noah, now that your ark is built, I want you to gather every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every kind, male and female, birds, cattle, and every creeping thing on earth you shall bring into the ark. Care for them, feed them, and keep them alive."
Oh, escape. Escape. Ground slam. Oh, smite. Um. And it'll show everything those stones. Oh no! I died.
Noah, now that your ark is built, I want you to gather every living...
Where are these animals at? It's just like too sensitive, not sensitive enough. And where's the animals? Is that one over here? What's this? Yeah, I don't know what the frick these animals are. Unless it's a glitch, I don't know. Alright, so we had to defend the Ark and then get there. Great music. There's some elephants. Elephants. Some elephants, elephantas, or elephants. Oh, is that how you say it in some other language? Still awake, Roundtail? Who's awake? Woof. A lot of animals. Woo.
Suddenly, the doors of heaven opened up. The rains poured down onto the earth, and the floodwaters quickly rose. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rains poured
True story,
down,
guys. True
and
story.
The people who refused to believe in God were lost beneath the water. All things evil were destroyed as the waters rose high above the mountains, and the earth was covered by the great flood. Noah and his family cared for the animals as the ark drifted on the waters, and the rains continued to pour down from the heavens.
Shem, have you fed the animals yet?
Yes, Father. I have fed the sheep and cows, and now I'm going to feed the reptiles and other animals.
And I'm cleaning up after all the animals.
One day, as the ark continued floating with no land in sight, as quickly as it had started, the rain abruptly stopped.
Emzara, God has blessed us. The rains are no more, and the sun shines upon us once again.
The months grew long as Noah and his family drifted in search of land.
How long are we going to be stuck on this ark? It's been months, and there's no land in sight.
Who knows how long it will be? It could be months or years before we find land.
And who knows how that land will even be when we arrive.
Time continued to pass. Then, one day, the ark came to rest on top of the mountains of Ararat. Noah rushed to look up and saw that the waters had begun to recede.
Oh, thank you, God, for lowering the waters. Let's send out a dove to search the area. If there is more land close by, then it will not come back.
Noah released the dove into the air and watched as the bird flew through the sky and vanished from sight. Hours later, Noah looked up and saw that his dove had returned. Noah, keeping his faith, sent the dove out a few days later, and this time it returned with a gift.
Thank you for the olive leaf, my little friend. This means dry land is upon us once more.
7 days later, the dove was released again, but this time it never returned, as it had found a place to nest. As the waters continued to lower, Noah and his family became anxious, as they constantly looked for more signs of land.
I see land!
It had been over a year since the Great Flood had started, and Noah and his family were the only 8 people to survive. Finally, they were able to leave the ark and step foot on dry land once more.
This feels wonderful. The warmth of the sun beaming on my face. The softness of the grass between my toes.
Oh, I have missed you so much.
All that is evil has been removed from this earth. Through us, God has given humans a new beginning, and we must not fail him. We must follow his path and teach all who follow us to love and obey.
Noah built an altar and thanked God for looking after him and his family. He asked God to guide them in their new journey. God gave Noah a sign that he had been heard.
Look, a rainbow.
I will never again destroy the earth with a flood. There will always be a day and a night, a summer and a winter, and a time to plant and harvest your crops.
It's beautiful, Father. God has truly blessed us.
When people see a rainbow, it will be a reminder of God and his promise that he will never destroy the entire earth again with a flood.
Years after the flood, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their families moved closer to the river valley. With the growth of their families, the mountains and flatlands became dotted with the tents of shepherd villages, and the cities of the river valley grew.
I was going to play Tower of Babel. Okay. I just have to read it. Story of the Tower of Babel. The people of the earth spoke one language. As they traveled westward found a broad valley, and the land of Babylonia made their home there. Then they said one to another, "Come, let us make bricks and thoroughly bake them." So they had bricks for stone, asphalt for mortar. They said, "Come, let us build us a city, tower whose top will touch the heavens, and let's make a landmark that we may not be scattered of all the earth." But when Jehovah came down to see the city and the tower men had built, he said, "See, they want people and all have one language. This is but the beginning, and now nothing which they plan to do will seem too difficult for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language. They may not understand one another." So Jehovah scattered them from there over all the earth and stopped building the city. Therefore, they named it Babel, which means confusion, for the Jehovah confused the language of all the people on the earth, scattered them over the whole world. Interesting. Right, Job. This is the book of Job in the Bible. It's a guy named Job, Job. But it's not playing. I don't know why these aren't working. So I don't understand. Okay, we'll read it. In the land of Uz there lived a man named Job. He was blameless and upright, one who revered God and avoided evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and he had many servants, so that he was the richest man among all the peoples of the east. One day, when the sons of God came before Jehovah, Satan came with them. Jehovah said to Satan, "From where do you come?" Satan answered, "From going back and forth on the earth and walking up and down on it." And Jehovah said to Satan, "Have you seen my servant Job? For there is no man like him on the earth, blameless and upright, who reveres God and avoids evil." Satan answered, "But as for nothing that Job reveres God, have you not yourself made a hedge all about him, about his household, and about all that he has? He is blessed. Whatever he does, he and his possessions have greatly increased. But just put out your hand now, take away all he has. He certainly will curse you to your face." The Jehovah said to Satan, "See everything that he has in your power, only do not lay hands on Job himself." So Satan left the presence of Jehovah. One day, as Job's sons and daughters were eating and drinking, the oldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys were grazing near them when Sabaeans suddenly attacked and seized them. Servants were put to the sword, and one alone have escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "Lightning has fallen from heaven and has completely burned up the sheep and servants, and one alone have escaped to tell you." While this man was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The Chaldeans attacking 3 bands, raided the camels and drove them away. The servants were put to the sword. I alone have escaped to tell you." Was still speaking, and a messenger came and said, "Your sons and daughters were eating and drinking in their oldest brother's house when a great wind came from across the wilderness, struck the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, killed them. I alone have escaped to tell you." Then Job arose, tore his robe, shaved his head, threw himself on the ground, and worshipped, saying, "Jehovah gave, Jehovah has taken away. Blessed be the name of Jehovah." In all this, Job did not sin, nor blame God. On another day, when the sons of God came before Jehovah, Satan came with them, and Jehovah said to Satan, "Where do you come?" Satan answered, "From going back and forth on the earth, and from walking up and down on it." Jehovah said to Satan, "Have you seen my servant Job? For There's no man like him on the earth, blameless and upright, one who reveres God and avoids evil. He still is faithful. Although you led me to ruin him without cause, Satan answers Jehovah, skin for skin. Yes, a man will give all that he has for his life, but just put out your hand now and touch his bone and his flesh. You certainly will curse you to your face. Jehovah said to Satan, see, he is in your power. Only spare his life. So Satan left the presence of Jehovah and afflicted Job from the sole of his foot to the crown of his head with leprosy. So terrible that Job took a piece of broken pottery, which were to scrape himself, which nowadays, guys, it's called Hansen disease, is leprosy. As he sat among the ashes, his wife said to him, are you still holding to your piety? Curse God and die. But he said to her, you speak like a senseless woman. We accept prosperity from God. Shall we not also accept misfortune? And all this, Job said nothing that was wrong. When Job's 3 friends heard of all this trouble that had befallen him, they came each from his own home, Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, for they had arranged to go together and show their sympathy for him, and comfort him. But when they saw him in the distance, they did not at first know him. Then they all wept aloud, tore their robes, and threw dust upon their heads, and they sat down with him on the ground 7 days and 7 nights without any one saying a word to him, for they saw that he was in great trouble. Then Job began to speak and said, why did I not die at birth? Breathe my last when I was born, I should have. Then have laid down quiet. Should have slept and been at rest with kings and counselors of earth who built themselves great pyramids, with princes rich in gold who filled their houses with silver. Then the wicked cease from troubling. There the weary rest, captives too at ease together, hearing not the voice of masters. There the small and great are gathered. There the slave is free at last. In a life there's a Temanite answered, if one dares to speak, it will vex you. But who can keep from speaking? See, you have instructed me in the strength of the drooping hands. Your words have upheld the fallen, giving strength to tottering knees. But now that trouble comes, you are impatient. Now that it touches you, you lose courage. Is that your religion, your confidence? Your blameless life, your hope? Remember what innocent man ever perished, or were the upright ever destroyed? Happy the man whom God corrects, therefore spurn not the Almighty's chastening, for causes pain, but to comfort the wounds that his hands may heal. Then Job answered, what strength have I, that I should endure? What is my future, that I should be patient? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my body made of brass? A friend should be kind to one fainting, though he lose faith in the Almighty. Teach me, and I will keep silent. Show me now sin that Bildad the Shuhite answered, it's God, a God of injustice. Can the Almighty do wrong? If your children sin against him, yes, let them suffer the penalty. But you should earnestly seek him, devoutly beseech the Almighty. If you are pure and upright, he will surely answer your prayer. I will prosper your righteous abode. Job answered, to be sure, I know that it is so. But how can a man be just before God? He is wise in mind and mighty in strength, who has ever defied him and prospered. Blameless I am. I regard not myself. I hate my life. It is all one to me. Therefore I openly declare, his story is the blameless as well as the wicked. Did so far them I answered, if you would cleanse your heart, stretch out your hands to God, and put away sin from your hand. Let no wrong dwell in your tent. You would then lift your face without spot. You would then be steadfast and fearless. Job answered, verily, you are the people, and with wisdom shall die, but I have a mind as well as you. He does not know all this. Oh, that words were now written, that they were inscribed in a book, that with an iron pen, with lead and rock, they were carved forever. For I know that my defender lives, that last. He shall stand upon earth, and after the skin is destroyed, freed from my flesh, I shall see him, whom I shall behold for myself. My own eyes shall see, no strangers. Job again spoke and said, oh, to be as in months of old, as in days when God guarded my steps, when his lamp shone above my head, and I walked in by his light through the darkness, as was in my prosperous days, when God protected my tent, But still the Almighty was with me. My children were all about me when I went to the gate of the city, took my seat in the open. The youths, when they saw me, retired, and the aged rose up and stood. The princes refrained from talking. I laid their hands on their mouths. The voices of nobles were hushed in their tongues, stuck fast to their palates. He heard of me, called me happy. He saw me bore my witness, for I saved the people, cried, and the orphan with none to help him. The suffering gave me their blessing, and I made the widow's heart glad. Eyes was one to the blind, feet was one to the lame, or I, or one, maybe I, or one, and the father to those who were needy. I defended the cause of the stranger. I shattered the jaws of the wicked, wrested the prey from his teeth. Men listened to me eagerly, and in silence awaited my counsel. After my words I spoke not, and my speech fell as raindrops upon them. But they sing me down derision, and my name is a byword among them. Oh, for someone to hear me! Behold, my defense all signed. Let now the Almighty answer. Let Jehovah write the charge. Okay, what did I just do there? On my shoulder, I would bear it. The crown, I would bind it round me. I would tell him my very act. Like a prince, I would enter his presence, and out of the whirlwind, Jehovah answered Job, where were you when I founded the earth? You have knowledge and insight, so tell me, you must know who determines measures, who measured it off with a line. On what were its foundations placed, or who laid its cornerstone, when the morning stars sang together and the sons of God shouted for joy. Can you lift up your voice to the clouds? That abundance of water may answer you. Can you send on their missions the lightnings to you? Do they say, here we are? Does the hawk soar because of your wisdom? Stretch her wings to the south wind. Does the eagle mount up at your building and build her nest on high? Will the fault finders strive with the Almighty? He who argues with God, let him answer. Will you set aside my judgment and condemn me, that you may be justified? The Job answered the Lord, how shall I? And what can I answer? Lay my hand on my mouth. I spoke once, but will do so no more. Yes, twice, but we'll go no further. I know that canst do all things. And that nothing with thee is impossible. I spoke, therefore, without sense of wonders beyond my knowledge. I had heard of thee, but my hearsay. But now my eye has seen thee, therefore I despise my words and repent. And dust and ashes the Job would give back to Job twice as much as he had before. Job blessed the last part of Job's life more than the first part. And he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, 1,000 donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. And after this, Job lived 140 years. Wow. That was awesome. And I can't watch it. I don't know why they won't let me watch the story. Abraham. Okay.
As the years passed, God the Creator had begun to be forgotten by the people. Hundreds of miles down the Euphrates River, they built the great trading city of Ur. The land was abundant, with all the riches that people needed, but it was also filled with many different gods.
Abram, why are you standing out here all alone at this hour?
I heard God speak to me, and I feel that I must obey him. He wants me to travel to another land and leave my father's family and these false gods behind. There, he will show me how to build a great nation for our family and wants to bless all the people of earth through me.
As Abram and his followers settled in Egypt, his worst fear was realized. One day the pharaoh saw Sarai and immediately fell in love with her beauty. In order to save his life, Abram, with reluctance, presented themselves as brother and sister.
She is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. I shall give you all the riches you desire in exchange for your sister's hand in marriage.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
With no other choice, to save Abram's life, he and Sarai played along with the pharaoh's wishes. But before the day of the marriage, God intervened and saved his chosen family. He struck the pharaoh with a horrible illness that eventually took his life. The people of Egypt were not happy. They blamed Abram for the pharaoh's demise and were determined to punish him.
I remember commenting next time everyone was supposed to be afraid of Pharaoh. Oh no!
As the years passed,
What a foolish plan we had. I'm thankful for our escape, but can you forgive me for being such a coward? I didn't have faith in God's plan.
You're my husband. Of course I forgive you.
Thank you, my love. From now on, I will always put my faith in God. I pray that He will forgive me.
He did protect us from the evil in Egypt, even after we forgot to trust Him. I'm certain that's a sign of His forgiveness.
We must always follow His path and never question His plan for us again.
God will always guide us, and hopefully never again will I have to call you my brother.
One day while he was resting, 3 strangers appeared. Abraham greeted the men and invited them to be his guests. As the strangers' visit came to an end, Abraham decided that he would walk with them for a while.
Where does your journey take you now?
We are headed to the city of Sodom to see why it is so full of sin and corruption. God may have to destroy it soon.
Thank you. Safe travels to you all. That's where my nephew lives. They must be messengers of God.
Abraham rushed to the altar and begged God to save his nephew and the city of Sodom.
My lord, I beg that you save Sodom from destruction. Would you punish the righteous along with the sinful, even if there are only 30 or 50 good people in the city? Don't you think they are worth saving?
Abraham, your faith in people is strong. I will agree to save the city of Sodom in honor of your faith, even if there are only 10 good men among them.
Thank you, my lord, for blessing us all.
Two of the 3 angels arrived at the city of Sodom, where they were greeted by Abraham's nephew Lot as they entered.
Welcome to my city. Consider yourselves my guests.
God has sent us here to destroy Sodom.
Oh no. Stop.
Two of the 3 angels Two of the three angels. Two of the three. Two of the three angels.
Alright, I gotta do this right. Okay, what button, whatever that was. No, what button it was on the controller.
Two of the three.
Going the wrong way, or?
As the sun rose, Lot, his wife, and their 2 daughters followed the angels through the gates and away from the city of Sodom. Suddenly behind them, the city burst into flames.
Keep running and don't look back. If you do, you will die as well.
This is horrible! It's the only place I've ever called home!
Lot's wife turned to look back at the burning city. In an instant, she was transformed into a pillar of salt. Only Lot and his daughters escaped God's wrath. As morning came, Abraham walked to a hilltop to worship God. When he reached the summit, he could see the smoke from the destroyed city of Sodom as it filled the sky.
As the moon follows the sun, destruction follows the wicked. My Lord, give me guidance to lead my people down the path of righteousness.
Now Isaac prayed to Jehovah his wife because she had no children. Jehovah heard his prayer. Rebekah became the mother of twin boys. When Esau and the other Jacob grew up, Esau became a skillful hunter, a man who lived out in the fields, but Jacob was a quiet man who stayed about the tents. Isaac loved Esau, for he was fond of game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once when Jacob was preparing a stew, Esau came in from the fields and was very hungry. So he said to Jacob, swallow some of that stew, for I am very hungry. But Jacob said, sell me first of all your right as the eldest. Esau replied, so see, I'm nearly dead now. So what I use in this birthright to me, Jacob said, first solemnly promised to give to me. So Esau solemnly promised and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and stewed lentils, and when he had something to eat and drink, he got up and went away. In this way, Esau gave away his birthright when Isaac was old, and so nearly blind they could not see. He called Esau his old son, said to him, my son. Esau answered, here am I. Then Isaac said, I am old, do not know how soon I may die. Now therefore take your quiver and your bow and go out into the fields and hunt game for me and prepare for me savory food such as I love. Pray to me that I may eat and that I may bless you before I die. Rebekah was listening when Isaac spoke to his son Esau. So when Esau went into the fields to hunt game, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, I just now heard your father say to your brother Esau, bring me game and prepare for me savory food. I may eat it and bless you before I die. Now, my son, do as I tell you, go to the flock and bring me from there 2 good kids, and I'll make of them savory food for your father, such as he loves. Then take it to him that he may eat. So bless you before he dies. But Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, you know that my brother Esau is a hairy man, while I'm smooth. Perhaps my father will fulfill me. I shall appear to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring him blame. Wow. Upon me. No blessing, but his mother said to him, upon me be the blame. My son only obey me and go bring the kids to me. So he went and brought them to his mother. His mother made savory food such as his father loved. Rebekah also took the fine clothes of her elder son Esau, which she had with him in the tent, and put them on her younger son Jacob. Then she put the skins of the kids upon his hands, upon the smooth part of his neck, and then she placed the savory food and the bread which she had prepared in his hand, and went into to his father and said, my father Isaac answered, here am I, who are you? My son Jacob said, I am Esau your oldest son. I have done as you command me. Sit up and eat of my game, that you may bless me. Isaac said to his son, how very quickly have you found it, son? He answered, yes, because Jehovah your God give me success. And Isaac said to Jacob, come here, my son, and I feel have you to find whether you are really my son, Esau or not. So Jacob went near to Isaac his father, and he felt of him, and said, the voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Are you really my son, Esau? Jacob answered, I am. And Isaac did not recognize him, for his hands were hairy like his brother Esau, so he blessed him. And Isaac said, bring the food to me, that I may eat of my son's game and bless you. So he brought it to him, and he ate. Jacob also brought him wine, and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, come near now and kiss me, son. As he came near and kissed him, he smelled the smell of his garment and blessed him. As soon as Isaac had given Jacob his blessing, Jacob was about to leave. His father Esau, his brother, came in from hunting. He also made savory food and was bringing it to his father. He said to him, Father, rise and eat of your son's game, that you may bless me. But as his father said to him, who are you? He said, I'm your son, your oldest son. Esau, the Isaac trembled, said, who then is he that was hunted? So he came and brought it to me, so that I ate plentifully before you came. Blessed him. Also, blessed shall he be. When Esau heard the words of his father, he uttered aloud. Said his father, bless me, even me also. Oh, my father. But Isaac said, your brother came with the seat and has taken away your blessing. Esau said, is it not because he was named Jacob, which means supplanter, that has supplanted me two times he took my birthright, now he has taken me my blessing. Then he said, have you kept a blessing for me? Isaiah said, Esau, see, I have made him your master, and I have given to him all his relatives of servants, and grain, and wine as his food. What then can I do for you, my son? Esau said to his father, is it that the only blessing you have, my father? Esau began to weep aloud. That Isaac, his father, answered him, you shall live far from earth's fertile places, and away from the dew of heaven. By your sword you shall live, and your brother you shall serve. Esau hated Jacob because of his blessing which his father had given him. And Esau said to himself, my father will soon die, then I will kill Jacob my brother. When the words of their oldest son Esau were told to Rebekah, she sent for her younger son Jacob, and said to him, your brother Esau is going to kill you. Now therefore, my son, listen to me. Run away to my brother Laban at Haran, and stay with him for a time until your brother is no longer away. Angry, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I'll send and bring you back. Why should I lose both of you in one day? That Jacob set out from Beersheba, went toward Haran, and when he arrived at a certain place, he passed the night there because the sun had set. He took one of the stones from its place and put it under his head and lay down to sleep. Then he dreamed and saw a ladder set upon the earth. His top reached to heaven, and the angels of God were going up and down on it. Jehovah also stood beside him and just said, I am Jehovah, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the land what you lie, I will give it to you and to your children. See, I am with you and keep you wherever you go, and will bring you again to this land, for I will not leave you until I've done what I have promised you. Well, Jacob woke from his sleep. He said, surely Jehovah is in this place, and I did not know it. And he was filled with awe and said, this place is the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. So Jacob rose early in the morning and took the stone that he did and put it under his head. It was a pillar, and poured oil upon the top of it. And in that place Bethel, which means house of God, Jacob also made this promise: God will be with me and protect me on this journey which I am making, and give my bread to eat and clothing to put on, and if I return safe and sound to my father's house, then Jehovah shall be my God. And then the stone which I have set up as a pillar shall be a house of God, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give a tent to thee. Then Jacob went on his journey and arrived at the land of the children of the east, and he looked all well in the field, and there were 3 flocks of sheep lying down by it, for by the well they watered the flocks. But there was a large stone over the well, and I went, etc. It's quite a bit. My voice is kind of giving out on me. Quite a bit.
Little Joseph asked if this is where his grandfather lives.
He does live there, Joseph. Grandfather Isaac is very old, but I pray that God has watched over him.
After Isaac passed away, Jacob became the leader of the tribe. He relocated his family to the land of Canaan and gave his sons the responsibility of caring for the sheep.
Yeah, I think something was skipped.
But one day, Jacob's favorite son, Joseph, came to Jacob and tattled on his half-brothers. Little Joseph asked if this is where his grandfather lives.
He does live there, Joseph. Grandfather Isaac is very old, but I pray that God has watched over him.
After Isaac passed away, Jacob became the leader of the tribe. He relocated his family to the land of Canaan and gave his sons the responsibility of caring for the sheep. But one day, Jacob's favorite son, Joseph, came to Jacob and tattled on his half-brothers.
My brothers are ignoring their herds. We're losing sheep, Father.
Jacob took Joseph out to the fields to see for himself.
You boys need to stop causing problems and be responsible. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves and be more like Joseph here. Thank you for telling me about your brothers, Joseph. I'm proud of you.
You're welcome, Father. I'm here to do what's right for our family.
Joseph's brothers became increasingly disgruntled with him.
Why does Father always favor Joseph over us?
He ratted us out. Next thing you know, he'll put himself in charge of the sheep, and he'll be bossing us around.
I refuse to take orders from that little...
Jacob had ordered Joseph to check on his brothers and report back how things were going.
I'm so sick of his attitude.
He thinks he's so superior.
I say we make him disappear. No.
Suddenly, his brothers jumped on him, ripped off his jacket, and pushed him into the well.
Help me! Help! You will pay for this!
Shut up, you arrogant fool!
You're going to die of starvation!
Ha 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 ha!
The brothers left Joseph to die.
I've been thinking, if we just let Joseph die in that well, what do we get out of it? Nothing. We ought to be making some money from this situation.
What are you talking about?
Doesn't Amos the slave dealer come through here every 6th day?
That's tomorrow.
Exactly.
Just as predicted, Amos, the slave dealer, was passing through the area.
how much would you pay for this slave?
But I'm not a slave.
Be quiet! So, how much?
Why are you selling him?
He talks too much.
He looks a little weak. I'll pay you 15 shekels.
20 shekels and he's all yours.
Time, Joseph grew from a spoiled young boy to a diligent young man.
Joseph has worked hard to become my most valuable slave.
He doesn't seem like a slave. How much do you know about his past?
The dealer told me he's from Canaan, somewhere. The boy is not only strong, but he is smart as well.
Over the years, Joseph continued to work hard. Eventually, Potiphar put Joseph in charge of all of the king's properties. Potiphar's wife was very attracted to Joseph. One afternoon, she approached Joseph and attempted to seduce the young slave.
Hello, Joseph. I see that you've been working hard all day in this heat. You're glistening. Let me take this. Why don't you take a break next to me and tell me how you got to Egypt?
I can't. I need to complete my work. If it's not done when Potiphar returns, he will be disappointed.
Why do you always put Potiphar first?
Because I'm his slave, and this is God's plan. I can't become unreliable.
Stop! Potiphar's wife was furious at Joseph's rejection, and she plotted to get revenge.
I will not be treated this way by any man. He will pay for this.
As soon as Potiphar returned, his wife rushed to him with tears in her eyes.
That Hebrew slave of yours held me down and tried to push his lips against mine. When I screamed for help, he ran off. Fortunately, he dropped his robe.
Bring him to me now. He will be punished for this.
Joseph was sent to prison.
Who do we have here? Those are some pretty nice clothes you've got there, boy.
Those clothes won't be that fancy once you've been in here long enough. Soon you will forget what it's like on the outside.
Baker and butler found themselves in prison for displeasing him. Night after night, the baker and the butler had nightmares that haunted them even while they were awake. Searching for answers, they approached Joseph.
These dreams are very disturbing. Do you have any idea what they mean?
3 days from now, you will be set free and your position with the Pharaoh will be restored. You will be the king's butler once more. The only thing I ask of you is, when you speak to the Pharaoh, please ask that he set me free. I'm innocent, and I've been wrongly accused.
However, 2 years passed, and the butler never asked Pharaoh to release Joseph. Then one night, the Pharaoh had a terrible nightmare.
I've had a horrible dream. No wine for me today. Is there anyone in my kingdom who can determine what these nightmares mean?
Your Majesty, I know a man who can help. He's a Hebrew prisoner who explained my dream to me, and what he said came true.
Well, go get him!
Right away, Your Majesty.
The butler rushed to have Joseph released from prison and brought him to the Pharaoh right away.
My butler tells me that you can explain my dreams.
It's not me, Your Majesty. It is my God. He can explain your dream through me.
Very well. From the Nile came 7 hefty cows. Then 7 lanky cows came and ate the hefty herd.
This is a warning from God. You shall have 7 seasons of excellent crops, and then 7 seasons of drought. A responsible man should be in charge of storing the harvest during the first 7 seasons. That way you can provide plenty of food for the kingdom during the drought.
No man is more knowledgeable than you. Since you have your God, bring the officers of my court here, quickly. This man is wiser than any other in my kingdom. Joseph, this ring will symbolize that you are second in command. You will act as my prime minister, and only I will have more power over Egypt.
Okay. Well, leave this be, and I am weary, guys. Whatever's making me tired, I am weary. So I'm going to head out, and this is going to be the stream. Do something different here. Hope you enjoy the stories, and forget what we're going to do next stream. Maybe this, or maybe trying to figure out if I want to do Star Wars Jedi Survivor or not. That or some other game. We'll figure it out. But stay tuned for our next stream. Hope you enjoyed, guys. I'm sorry. It's a short stream again. After coming back, it's a short stream, but enjoy, guys. Without further ado, NCL the Gamer 19 here on Twitch and also on NCL the Gamer on YouTube. Stay tuned for our next stream. We should be live, hopefully, today sometime, not tomorrow. Yeah. So, y'all take care. Peace out, guys. It's Shield the Gamer. And also hit the notification here on my YouTube channel so you know when I go live. Also the like and comment. And also comment down below.